Market is filled with technology right now, and lots of technology and lots of company is coming up in an AI era of security and every field. Whichever field you go, AI is impacting that particular field.
What is STQC and what is its role?
The people have been working for the 8 to 10 years. I have to review them.
You know that this is not the best way to record this. Hello, Mr. Dashrath. Welcome to the podcast hosted by Spintly. Really excited to have you on board. If you can quickly give an introduction to yourself to our audience, it would be really helpful.
Thank you, Mr. Parker, for inviting this podcast. And my name is Dashrath, and I work for Tata Power as a head security. As a security personnel, I worked with the Tatas for last 18 years, where I worked with Taj Hotels, then Tata Sons, and then now in Tata Power. I have been in Israel for martial course for a quarter, attached with the Israeli army and the colleges there. ISO certified with the 27,000, 145,000, and other ISO certification which we have done. Your subject basically, because just I have completed my IAM course from the Indore, and then also few courses from the IIT. So
Awesome.
that's how it is.
Great, great. So today's topic is around physical security and life cycle management for when you are selecting solutions for physical security. That's the overall topic which we are going to focus on. So tell me a little bit about how did you uh, get associated with security, physical security, throughout your job?
Okay, so I'm a pass out of the Delhi University, and I was basically trying for that time Indian Army forces. That's I wanted to go, but unfortunately it not happened in a first attempt. And then same time Tata has given opportunity as a trainee security officer. So I have chosen that, and from there I am continuing with the lots of training and lots of new challenges which have come up after 2611, which we have faced. So that's how I came in our security, and now is the part of life. Yes, I could not serve at the border, but yes, I'm serving at the public and the industry, which I feel is the similar job, but with the great perspective and challenges.
So currently, when you are working with your organization, what are the challenges which you see, in selecting the right solution from long-term perspective for physical security?
Market is filled with technology right now, and lots of technology and lots of company is coming up, and that's a good part. That's a good part. I'm not saying is when many companies are coming in this field is bad, but yes, when you are choosing the technology or new technology, mainly we say in an AI era uh, of security and every field, whichever field you go, AI is impacting that particular field. In you have to choose, not looking for the new attractive technology which run for 2 3 years, and then you have nothing to do, or you have upgrades, or you have to change the technology.
Mhm.
So when you are planning, or when you are planning a life cycle of the technology, is not involving only towards only throughout the technology, is also about your processes, about your user, about risk assessment, and what is the accepted risk you have right now, what are the compliances, the political scenario also in the area. When I say
Mm.
political, is all about like new act is coming up in a different area or different states. Also the national mighty is coming, lots of
Yeah.
compliances right now, even in the access control, CCTV camera and security technology. So when you do 360-degree view, you have to also see what are this technology is going where, and after 10 or 8 or 10 years, where will be. Is it open platform where I can connect other technology along with, or I can upgrade in the future without changing the whole system.
Yeah.
which may give me the impact also.
Interoperability you're talking
Yes,
about
and
between
then
this.
also you are thinking of the ROI. This what is the ROI for if this technology is for 4 5 years or 8 to 10 years? What are the ROI? When I say the ROI is not about the ROI, which is the only the cost, also the administrative time, also the compliances,
Yeah.
also the also the users which are using it. When you talk about the security technology, I take you one of the example of. Radio system. That's basically if you go in any field, people use radio and to
Wireless.
communicate wireless system. That's a UHF or VHF, whatever you choose. When we were deciding about the VHF radios, so we thought, okay, why we don't choose or we select the open API platform where I can connect other technology along with it, and
Yeah.
then in the future it would be easy. Otherwise, I have to scrap after few years when GPS come in a picture, when emergency management come in a picture, when I want to go open communication
Mm.
with the everyone. So that's helped us lots of lone worker working in a industry like us. When you see the power sector is not about 1 acre or 2 acres, maybe 400 acre,
Correct.
5,000 acres and all. So people are working alone. That's a requirement of the job. Is if I have a 400 500 security guards who are working in a different area, and if something happens to him and he cannot speak on the radio set, what he will do? Then
Mm.
OpenAI helped me to how to basically start giving the emergency call by pressing one button with the location and GPS. This
Correct.
was uh, possible because of the thinking, and when we have done the life cycle of the particular technology, what we will done. So those assessment must be done before taking it in the
Yeah.
picture.
Good point here, right? You talked about open API integration, right? So, I mean, that's how we see also. I mean, we are about a 5 to 6 year old company. So we are started only with cloud APIs, right? So we have that mindset. So how do you see cloud based solutions and adopting fully cloud based solutions happening in the industry, especially in say power industry? Like are is everybody adopting cloud, or are there any resistances to adopting cloud based solutions?
Okay, when you talk about the cloud, when especially about the security, I will not go in other part of businesses when the powerhouses are using, but the security. When you talk about the cloud or on-premises
Yeah.
technology, which are existing at the uh, in India, most of the technology are on premises right now.
On-prem. Yeah.
I say 80 to 80%, more than 80%, but people are also due to the evolving threat and easy deployment and scaling the basically the requirement is very easy on cloud. But what we are doing it is we are deciding on the based on the threat and based on the requirement. So is not only on premises or cloud, but we are dividing it like few data or few area which we don't want to be on the cloud because of the privacy, because of maybe audit issue which I cannot do audit on cloud. Lots of audit, yes, cloud show us the compliances of the audit, but few data I cannot say. And also, now the act which is pushing me to be on the cloud, which is inside the India or maybe inside that estate. So these are the reason which we are not fully 100% going on a cloud, but all is requirement. Even if you'll see the recovery, if in any emergency, if the data recovery I want, or the whatever the system which I'm using is has to be on within the time frame. If I am okay with 12 hour or 24 hour and I'm on a cloud based, which I have audited and I see that any issue they can solve within the 12 hours is fine. But the data which I required within a minute or within a
Mhm.
hours, or whatever the time frame which defined in our system, then I have to choose the on premises. So that's depend. But yes, cloud is always You see 90% now our data is on a cloud, more than 90%, because when you go to the system, which I want to put in a example, Rajasthan, and I'm in
Mm.
the Rajasthan, the area where on premises is very very difficult, because you are in the place where 500 kilometers from away from the city, and
Correct.
taking those communication to that place is right now is not possible or feasible. Maybe feasibility will happen in a few years. So when I want to scale is very easy. So those technology no issue on the cloud, but also audit is the one of the part which we do before
Mm.
putting on the cloud. There are lots of player in the market who is having the cloud, but not that we want
Uh,
to
So am I
basically.
correct in saying that on a hybrid approach is something which you would go with, wherever you
Yes,
need
yes, yes,
data,
yes.
which is to be secure, then you'll put it on a on-prem server where you have control over it, and part of the software can be running on the cloud, right?
Yes, that's I'm coming up saying that. See, like one of the data which the compliance requirement. I'm saying you cannot have those data going out of your premises or going
Correct.
out of the user consent. So right now DPDP Act doesn't allow you, example, to capture the picture and their addresses and their Aadhaar card whole to save it. I cannot put it on the cloud and saying that that's consent we don't have. The consent is to keep along with you, and whenever you want to delete it, I want to delete. I have to delete it. So is the one of the example. So
Hmm.
those are the compliances which I cannot put on premises. I have to do that
Okay.
because that's an audit requirement, and also the compliance, legal compliance requirement.
So where is currently in India? Where are we in terms of DPDP law? Right? Is it already fully enacted, and or is it still in the process?
When I we are talking about my company and my premises, yes, we are on the job, and maybe few area which are basically legacy technology which we are not complied with, and still we have a time to comply, and we are doing that. But if you talk about the overall India perspective,
Yeah.
basically the information or maybe the knowledge part is still missing to the people, what are their rights as per the DPDP, and also the company which are is complying. So both are missing few areas. So enforcement is right now is not which government want in the paper, which is not on the road itself. But yes, people during the conferences, during the compliance report, during the other audit, people are putting it on the road, and definitely they will get achieved. But is now approximately more than 30 to 40% compliant. But I see in a 1 year will be the major change.
Um, Another technology which we as a company work on is mobile technology, where we enable mobile-based access for office spaces or workplaces. Right, instead of using physical cards, people can use their phones. Do you see that happening in your sector of industry, or and is there any resistance from large organizations of use of mobile for access, or have you seen any trends on that?
Okay, there are two kind of industry in India having it. One kind is very educated and very knowledgeable industry, which you see the IT industry.
IT industry.
When a person is walking inside the office, they have the knowledge about all the act. They have the knowledge about technologies. They have a knowledge about the legal requirement and also the security part. Another part is industry. When you come to the industry, people, labor or worker, we say the business partners who are coming from the countryside, the usage of technology and the risk and the mitigation, they are not fully aware about it. There you come with these kind of issues. Example, mobile technology. When you ask them to give their card to other people, they are aware I should not hand over my uh, card to them. But in terms of the mobile, there are very very I'm saying the risky right now, and 5 to 10% people have shared their mobile with others, like Swift Mobile, and they one of the company which having approximately 100 worker, they give the 5 mobiles and that's roam around. And when you are using those kind of technology is a issue. But yes, if you are using the blockchain or maybe face it as a API and then mobile, then absolutely fine. Even Aadhaar card authentication is happening through the mobile, and that's your current face, and then Aadhaar
Mm.
face is being matched by the using the mobile phone. So still I am not very confident until unless is tested 100%. Right now
Okay.
in India is in a testing phase, especially about the industry I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah,
not
correct.
talking about
Yeah, yeah. So in the
business.
corporate sector, we definitely see what you said. There is more adoption in the
Yeah.
corporate office
Yes.
IT space, whereas in the manufacturing and industrial segment, we do see other methods like facial recognition. So with that, I like next question is about uh, if you were to choose in a manufacturing or an industrial sector, facial recognition versus card based access, right, or fingerprint, which one would be the most acceptable
Yeah,
from
is
security
also
perspective?
maybe FRS is now more acceptable, but as a being a security personnel, I also see how that particular facial recognition is learning. What is the method of the deep learning of the facial recognition? Is what are the points they are capturing? That's also as a security personnel I see, but FRS adoption is more and more right now. Uh, because you are not carrying anything. Even few industry like, if you see the risk area in one of the server is we don't allow the mobile phones. Example,
Hmm.
I'm giving one of the area where we don't allow the mobile phone. You have to deposit in somewhere. Even
Correct.
you have
Correct.
seen the government organization. So those area FRS works well. But yes, if you talk about the labors which we are working in the field, non high risk area, where if I have to give the mobile phone recognition system, would be good, no issue at all. And also, when the major part of mobile recognition positive part is, if the labors are coming from one of the state or to a state and they are far from 2,000 kilometer or 1,800 kilometer, and they're coming on a city, if you want to give if you want to say that I am giving the ID, it is possible from the mobile. They
Yeah.
are moving in a Rajasthan, where they are moving in a Odisha, they are moving in a different places of our work area. Maybe the FRS, if you are a standard access control you are using, is fine, but is not possible right now in India to use the FRS and on the same technology everywhere. So there, the mobile access control is better. So it depends where we are using and what we are doing with it.
So you did mention some time about STQC, right? We also see that STQC has come up with certain regulations. So how much is that impacting your choice, and what are the latest updates from STQC in terms of regulations?
So we have been talking about the this particular legal requirement for last 3 4 years. Everybody in every conferences we used to go and we talk about it, and we all want it. But the problem is right now, manufacturing industry was not ready for that. They have not understood the complication and basically fulfilling this requirement. So if right now you will see only 5% supply of the month is ready with the industry, 95% on the hold, because this legal compliance is mighty has enforced right now. uh,
Maybe if you can give our audience also a little bit of a background on what is STQC and what is its role.
for not going in a very technical aspect of this STQC, I just want to say you must have heard that US or few country has banned Chinese camera,
Correct. Correct.
and the reason behind is basically vulnerability in the camera, where
Correct.
you can be recorded, or you the people can access your camera from the far or from the remote
Correct.
locations. because give the remote access to the particular camera. To avoiding this kind of basically vulnerability, mighty, which is Indian government organization, has come with the STQC, basically standard technology and quality certification. And they have put this certificate body in all over all the states, where you have to go with your technology and get the certificate saying that we are adopting this kind of technology and there are no vulnerabilities. Remote access can be done, or maybe the technology which can be hacked by the hackers, or maybe the vulnerability where access is the problem, or maybe the storage issue, or maybe if you see most of the now attacks are happening on the communication part, so you cannot hack those my CCTV footage while communicating one country or one part to another part of the location. So those kind of control was not there before. So
Okay.
any Tom and Harry used to make a camera and put in the market, and you just see the vulnerability. If I put in my house and people can access from outside, to what will happen. So the privacy was on the stake. So those kind of things they have put on the paper, and there are more than 50 requirements for the camera personal, for the camera, also for the communication, also for the storage, even what are the cases you are using for those camera, those are also now controlled. Yes, it is very good, but right now, if you see 95% of the stock which all the companies are having, including access control, even access camera, Honeywell, any company you name it, they are not able to fulfill those certification right now. They are on the way, and they are trying to do that, but only 5% supply is in the market right now. Is challenge for industry as well, as a user, and industry for who are manufacturing or supplying.
Yeah, because I have seen a lot of talk about this right now, where they're asking what cameras are being deployed and whether they're where are they made, what is the origin, and all that. Right? You talked about US; it's already implemented, but India is looking like going after in the same direction, like US.
I see US legal requirement as well, and the Indian requirement. India is not talking about where is getting manufactured, but is talking about what kind of certification you are using, what kind
Okay.
of technology you are using, and how you are manufacturing, and what certification you are getting it. In say US is saying where is manufactured. So there
Correct.
is a two part. So we are actually on the right path right now. Maybe I can manufacture at the maybe my neighboring country, and I can import it. There is no issue at all. But this certification must be done. This
Yes.
technology must be adapted, and also the compliance must be done. So I don't care if Apple is manufacturing in a China or US. If is
Right.
on the same page, it's fine. I'm a user, so no issue at all.
Is this certification only specific to camera-based devices or also other access control devices like readers and panels?
Not the access control, but yes, camera, communication, and storage. So there are three part. One is the camera itself, then how you are transforming data from one part to another part. So that's one, and how you are storing. So those
Storage.
three part has to be audited, had to get the certificate, and then you can supply in the market. And also you are responsible while you are doing AMCs, or while you are giving the warranty. Those certification are still valid. Otherwise, if after 1 month if is tampered, then is the problem. So it is basically good legal requirement, and as a security personnel, I see there are lots of changes is happening, and that was the requirement basically.
So we talked about open APIs, right, and standards. Now, when we are selecting solutions, are you mostly looking for systems which have APIs? And if they are open APIs, then how do you ensure that security is there, that there is no way other people could uh, use those APIs to get your data?
Whenever we deploy technology, we have an in-house cybersecurity team first. So whenever we are evaluating any technology, or we are putting any technology on board, uh, maybe first of all we started going from license based to open technology, which maybe we can adopt, we can escalate, we can basically uh, change it in the future if required, and is not proprietary based basically. So and whenever we are adopting it, we go for the testing of that particular technology. uh, Only not going testing as a standard testing, but also what are the API we are using, and what API is open, what API is closed, what port we are looking for, and what port we are not looking for to open. So those kind of testing is done through my cyber security team, which is in house, is not outsourced. We don't believe on it. Yes, few part is outsourced, only maybe monitoring part, few monitoring part, which is on the first stage, but not the testing part at all. And also the L2 or L3 part. So that's we are looking in house. So no issue at all to adapting the technology, but they have to pass this parameter which we have fixed as a company. And I prefer, and whenever I go to any conferences, I also escalate this issue. We give to the third party and say, if third party saying is fine, is fine. We have checked in few conferences where I have shown the was open for the university, where you can change the mark sheet of the security for the student, which is very common. But does the university security understand it? But the cyber security part is understand it. If you also in normal testing technology which are available in the market on the few cost, and you put any addresses, web addresses, out of if you are putting 100 web addresses, approximately 80 you will get they have port open which should not be open at all. They are just deploying it, and that port still is open, and you can reach out in their data very easily. So those part has to be managed, and being in the company and being as a security personnel, we are doing it, and we understand that. But on the management level also, we have convinced them these are the problems
Mhm.
deploying the technology, but how to mitigate those risks and come up with the a standard format which we want.
So, I mean, physical security as industry. When I entered this industry, I was new to this, right? So, we were surprised to see the kind of systems which are deployed are very old, and this slow moving. Right? It is not getting updated to the latest stuff very quickly. Um, so, typically, how often do you see technology refresh happening in organization? Is it 5 years, 10 years? Like that you want to do a upgrade and move to a new solution? Is there a specific time frame typically?
Okay, before going to the technology, what we are adapting and why is the slow change, we, as a security personnel, when I see it, what is the major issue here is not the management who doesn't want to change the technology, who doesn't want to upgrade, or there is no issue of the budgeting and all. Because you show the ROI, what will happen, and how
Mm.
this data will help us, and what are the processes we can do faster, and even we want to analyze the data and make the decision, a strategic decision in the future, will help us, and management understand this. Issue is who is handling it. If you'll see any industry which is having the security guards, so the front runners, basically frontline operators who
Mm.
operate the technology, maybe the access control, maybe the data, maybe the security control room, those are the people who not skilled right now. If you give one of the particular technology, and just say I have a 500 security guard, and five people are deployed at the particular operation area, and I have taught them, and these are the technology, and then these five guards leave immediately because they are the outsource. and then other five people come, or maybe the rotation is not happening, or they are educated like 8th or 10th class people, and that kind of training setup we don't have, then is a problem. So whatever traditionally used to maintain and management used to get the data, whole issue is coming when technologies are getting deployed, because not uses efficiently is a problem.
Mm.
Then this legacy comes in the picture, saying that no, that was the better processes to handle those issues, even though these new technologies are giving the better
Yeah.
result, but the skilled
For
people
ex-
you
for
don't have.
example, at the security desk, you will have the register. Register,
Yeah.
you will write the name, right? You know that this is not the best way
Part.
to
Yeah.
record, but still it is there, right? I mean, as you said.
Yeah, 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 definitely. That's a problem. As a security personnel, and where the world is going, physical security is not moving towards that. Even you go right now, any of the industry, you will see still the people are asking the name, still they are using the pen, still they are writing the vehicle number, still they are writing your Aadhaar card number, and they are giving it. Tomorrow you will ask how many people who is between 15 and 20 has come to the industry. You will not come to know. Then I will
Yeah.
take 3 days. If I have the data, I can using the technology, I can find out, and I can take the decision
Correct.
what are the people coming and what are the facility I has should have. Though, but when I am giving in a tab example, I'm giving the tab, and the people have been working for the 8 to 10 years. I have to remove them. I have to get the new people to handle them because they are not very comfortable to using it. So technology also has to be driven on based on the skill available in the market, right?
The user friendliness, yeah.
Yeah, user friendly. So if I say this is the number, like right now, if you'll say so many AI is coming, when I voice it, they note it car number, or these are the people name, or this is the Aadhaar card number, or this time they are coming. So those kind of user friendly is very much required. Otherwise, Indian industry will not able to adopt as soon as possible. Will take a little time. So whenever the technology maker introducing anything, they must think the people are just 10th pass. They should not think what they are educated with security head, what they know, or security officer, what they know. They
Mhm.
only manage, but frontliner has to have the ability to handle it. And whatever people are there, they should handle this particular
Mhm.
technology. So that manufacturer have to keep the in the mind.
So from life cycle of technology perspective today, if you were to invest in new technologies, right, for the next say 10 years, 20 years, uh, which would be the technologies you would be looking to invest into, right? Very broad question, whether from physical security point of view, which are the new technologies you would want to invest
Okay,
in?
right now, two, three part. If you see one is the uh, risk which are having for last 5 to 10 years or 20 years. That's the part you will see is the access control, right? So every industry or every business aspect see the access control is a major part of the security, either accessing the people, or material, or maybe the vehicle. These are the
Mm.
three things which you basically put on the access control, and
Right.
you tag it, or you use the FRS, or you use the SAP, or material tag, or the vehicle identification system, or ANPR, whatever technology you use for the access control. Those part has to be on the one platform. The
Mm.
people, what the problem is happening when I am using access control, I am using for myself is access control is the one. Another, if I am coming with the material that's go in another access
System.
part, then my vehicle go in on another access part.
Mm.
So that's a three technology which you are using, and all are not synchronized
Mhm.
and not
Mhm.
talking to each other. When then and I have a lots of data, but I cannot do anything with it. So
Correct.
Dashrath is coming with the laptop, or Dashrath is coming with the RDX, doesn't know. RDX will be maybe data will be analyzed later, and then Dashrath will be analyzed in a different part as a businessman, and then his vehicle will be analyzed in a different part. So this all coming together in a one part and data is coming in a one place is the major part of the access control. And still we say that we don't have a integrator, or maybe the technology development part we can rely on, having up with the upgradation, open API, and future requirement who can ensure these are the future requirement. Giving the example, if you'll see right now, lots of access control are being changed because saying that that was not open platform, that was closed platform, and then new technology. If you want to FRS, then whole controller need to be changed,
Hmm.
whole reader need to be changed. And that's an investment. Companies see that I have put it just 3 4 years back, and now I need this technology, then I have to change whole system. Is major investment. And
Okay.
not a being security person, I will advise that to do that. That's not possible. If you will see both investment, the last year investment and this year investment, that would be better. I have been put 50 guards rather than putting this technology. It was cheaper. But when I have analyzed that time, I said, okay, these are the guard I'm removing and putting the technology, so giving the good ROI. But it's not. Right now is not. So those part. Another a risk which is emerging in the physical security is drone.
Hmm.
Is though their access control is a major part which we are working on it, from where this drone are coming, how you are going to neutralize, how going to identify. There are a major question, how you are going to kill. So those are the major question.
Is that becoming a? I mean, I was not aware of this problem. I mean,
Yeah, so that's a major threat, new emerging threat, you can say.
okay.
A child of 13 year can operate the
Drone.
drone, and with the payloads. And what payload you don't know, is the camera, or is the ID, or is only navigation, or maybe is navigating to get something. So and
Got it.
even for theft, even for fire, I want to
Yeah.
fire a tank, a diesel tank, in put it in a industry. You will not, you just put one payload of the 100 grams and there is a major fire.
Hmm.
So whole your access control system which you have put it in a industry
It's on the ground. You don't have
is
an
on
aerial
ground.
access
Yeah,
control.
even you see from the CCTV camera, you can see there is a drone. What you will do?
Yeah.
A hard kill you are going to do, soft kill you are going to do, identify, neutralize. So those part are still missing. Even the jammer are not capable to jam the their GPS, which are predefined. Maybe the live GPS you can basically jam. So those are the emerging threat which are very much issue. Then again, the cyber security is now you don't have an announcement is theft had happened or something has happened, and
Yeah.
you are lost. And is most of the part is insider, human being. Maybe physical security come in, somebody has thrown a pen drive in the, maybe in a parking lot. So somebody take out, oh, is a good pen drive, and put in a system, whole system go out of your hand.
Hmm.
So those kind of awareness, those kind of maybe analytics, maybe also we have to go to read the human behavior, how he is behaving today, how he was behaving yesterday. So we used to say that's finding out what are the suspicious indicator by human. So that
Hmm.
technology also helping in it, but not at the par which we want right now.
Great, great. So I mean, it's good insights. I mean, some I never thought of drone as a security threat, but as you explained it, I
Yeah.
can now appreciate that point, especially in a large facility which is manufacturing and open, right, and especially with some strategic kind of importance, right? So, as a country, where do you see we are as in India, right? Globally, you'll see other countries like Israel, for example, having very advanced security systems, right? Are we moving in the right direction? How are we there as compared to the rest of the world? Where are we like, today?
See, I don't want to compare with the any country
Mhm.
or what they are doing it, and how they are moving forward, because we have seen the people with the best technology also cross the border without, and whole war is going on. So that's also, if you see as a security personnel and you are in the other side of enemy, you see, okay, I'm not using any technology and I'm attacking it. So what we are doing is we are not balancing human and technology together. We
Mhm.
are going to fully dependent, which is giving more risk than before. So that has to be balanced. Like if the security guard is required, sometime maybe your data analytics will not tell you how I'm behaving today, uh, rather than a security guard and sixth sense will tell you that this guy is not up to what he was yesterday. Sometime you see, oh, I thought this, I was supposed to say that this guy is not looking good today. You must have realized so many times, even at the house, even at the road. Oh, I thought this will happen. So those sense which God has given is also need to be utilized
Mhm.
apart from the technology. I'm not saying the technology is bad, but it has to be balanced in a
Mhm.
both way. Good, you have said the Israel, if you go on the airport, I was deployed for 10-15 days on the airport, Israeli airport, Tel Aviv. So they use less technology and more manpower to basically screen the people, how, who are the
Yeah.
people, for what they are coming, what, how they are behaving, what are the nature of the work they are doing, and they are successful in that. But on the border they have used lots of technology, less manpower, because they have that limitation. Even for the cultivation they use technology only, they don't have a manpower, and they paid off. So uh, is not about the compare, but India is much better than last 5 years, 6 years,
Yeah.
and we are on a good platform. Even the new invention which are coming, and new companies are coming up, new defense company are coming up, or maybe startups are coming up. Even I was talking about the uh, this radar based and the jammer for this all the drones. New 3-4 companies have come up with the new solution, which we have tested, and they are very good in that. Only part is the legal part and the compliance which they have to fulfill
Mhm.
before the deployment. That's we are looking into that. So India is in a good moving part, and people are aware. Security personnel are aware. Also, the government is aware, and lots of platform has been created to, uh, with the government and with the legal requirement and with the what are the threat and risk. So that's good part. I think that's me. We are moving in a right direction.
Great. I mean, it's good to see that you have a very positive perspective you have given, and what I've understood from your overall uh, viewpoint is that it's just not enough to just bring a technology and deploy it. It has to be uh, designed or developed in such a way that it combines humans and technology to work together, which means we have to either develop it in house within India for our needs, not just bring it from outside and just deploy it. Right. So, and I think today a lot of startups are coming up, and we are also like company which was started in India. Now we are expanded globally, but I think indigenous solutions need to be built. Is I think that's sense I got. Any last thoughts you have, or you would like to advise, you would like to give security personnel or people who are managing security for large businesses, what they should be thinking about when they are selecting a security solution?
Okay, so I'm not. This is not very is suggestion, but people must uh, think whenever they are deploying the technology is four part. One is what is the life cycle of that particular technology. Depend how you are going to deploy for how many year, and if new challenges emerges, what they are going to with that particular technology. Second part is what is the compliance and what are the legal challenges which will come in the future with the particular technology and what we are going to do.
Mhm.
Third part is what kind of skill you have at the front line or the security officer, even the users are not only the security guard, maybe users is your employee, maybe your management, and maybe outsider your worker, maybe the supplier. So those kind of things has to be part of basically 360-degree thinking when you are deploying the any technology. Again, what are the AMC cost for particular
Of course.
technology? What are the licenses you need to be maintained? How you are going to upgrade it in the future? And what is the breakdown times? Like if new technology coming about a company emerging, you have taken it, or tomorrow that company is not existing. If you are, so what you are going to do with that technology, those kind of challenges comes, and then if you don't plan in that way, then management start feeling that the security is not basically good for the adopting new technology, and then you face it. Maybe the future generation of the security personnel or security manager will face it. So those responsibility have to have before adopting any technology.
Great, great. We are limited by time on how much we can discuss. This is a very interesting conversation, but I think the takeaway for me from today's discussion with you is that I think solutions and security solutions have to be designed by uh, with the deep thinking of this situation or the scenario where it is being deployed. Right, same solution which works in one scenario will not work in another one, and
Definitely, yes.
I think that's a very good takeaway for me personally. That when we are complaining to our salespeople that why are we not able to deploy mobile solution in manufacturing or whatever, right? So it's not going to work. So I think the solution has to be designed for that particular case, keeping the security people who are using it also in mind about their education level, about their expertise and everything. I think those are some of the key things which I personally took away from our conversation. I'd like to really thank you, Mr. Dashrath, for coming and talking to us and talking to me and sharing your knowledge and insights into this industry. We'd love to stay in touch and exchange thought, information, and latest happenings in the industry as we continue to build our products and also contribute to the physical security space in India.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much,
Thank you
Mr.
very
Parker.
much.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you, and looking forward. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.